Evelyn to Philip, V-mail dated November 26, 1944. Dearest Phil, I'm strangely at a loss for words today, so I hope you'll bear with me should this letter be dry. Last night, after I had posted your letter, Gloria, Goldie, and I went over to Ben's for ice cream. Shortly after arriving home, we decided it was time to hit the hay, and that's exactly what we did. Gloria and I got to gabbing once in bed. She slept with me, in case you hadn't gathered as much, about most everything under the sun. Gloria has definitely decided that she wants Jack to take a furlough if he can get it. She says her old memories are wearing thin and she wants to make new ones. From what I gather, she is most anxious to become pregnant. She says everyone, including Lee, has put her to shame since she is the oldest of us all. This afternoon, we all walked over to see a friend of Glow's that had moved to 4944 North 7th Street. I think I mentioned this girl to you once before. Her name is Thelma Levine, and she used to live in your old neighborhood. You know, sweet, I'm finding it unusually hard to concentrate on this. I'm remembering too much. Like on the 27th of November, 1942, you came home to me, just before we actually became parents, and we had such an enjoyable weekend together. This day, 2 years hence, I was busy phoning the Red Cross, etc., in the hope that you would be able to come home. Adele's birthday is only 3 days away, but I'm very much afraid we're going to have to wait for her third, as you said in a recent letter. I've asked Faye to bring Mark and Ann to bring Ricky next Sunday, and she'll just have a small party so that Adele will have something to talk about for a while and something to remember. Paul, Natalie, and a few others will be here to complete the group. Adele is really making great strides with her speech. This morning she told me that Santa Claus is coming. I asked her what she wanted Santa to bring her, and she requested the following: pretzel, tandy, and ice cream. That's how she pronounces them. I gave her some soda to drink, and of course she was drinking it too fast. I asked her to give it to me. She said, "No, Mommy, it's not yours." What a kid. She understands everything and says everything you can think of for a kid her age. I measured her again today for Glow's benefit and find that she and the yardstick come out even. That's something. 3 feet of height is quite a bit for a kid her age. But she's well built and carries it very nicely. She's not very graceful, and that annoys me, but I'm sure she'll acquire grace in good time. Phil, darling, you'd really enjoy her at this stage. She's most interesting and very willing to learn most anything. But I've succeeded in filling this page, and that too is something. Guess you know full well that I just adore you, baby mine, and that I am, was, and always will be your Ev. Philip to Evelyn, 26 November 1944. Dearest darling, still no mail. It's been so long since I heard from you that I'm wondering if everything is still okay there at home. Nothing much doing at this end today. I put in a full day at work, went to the early show to see Bob Hope in Thanks for the Memory, and then played about 18 games of ping pong with Stahl down at the Aero Club. The son of a gun is improving, or else I'm slipping, 'cause he won 10 of the games. Anyway, it was a good workout. I was perspiring freely towards the end. I need the exercise, and I enjoy the game. So all in all, it was a pretty good evening. Now it is night, a crisp, clear, moonlit night, very much like a Philly night about this time of year. Back home, one would be moved to take a ride up to Reardon's for some hot dogs, ice cream, etc. Tonight, here at Fighter Station, I think to myself that it's a swell night for our bombers to do their stuff. To carry the comparison a step further, were I home, I'd probably be sitting in my chair by the radio holding you on my lap and wondering if we hadn't ought to go, page 2, to bed. Tonight I can only look at your picture on the shelf and wish fervently that I could have you for company tonight. Well, Chippy, I must confess that I have a strong impression that the end of the war is only a matter of a few months now. Of course, I realize that I have felt that way for the past year or so, but never has the feeling been so strong. What does your woman's intuition tell you, sweet? Until I begin to get some mail, honey, I'm afraid you'll have to be content with short letters like this one. Take good care of yourself and our beloved pumpkin, sweet, until the day I can come home to take care of both of you. God bless you, my darlings. I love you so very much. My love to all. Devotedly, your Phil.